Hey YouTube, it's your girl, Pretty Me Down, coming at you with well, it's not really an update, but it's kind of like everything that was missing before, in my pregnancy vlog. So, I'm gonna go through weeks 6 through 13, 14, whichever it is, and, so let me know what you got. Okay, so I found out I was pregnant February the 7th, and my first doctor's appointment was February the 14th. Yes, it was on Valentine's Day. What a way to spend my Valentine's Day at the doctor's office, figuring out if I'm really pregnant or not. I'm not married. I have been in a relationship with my boyfriend for a year and a half, so not super long, but long enough. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We were not expecting this. I actually was on antibiotics and birth control. And I've done this before. Like, don't get me wrong. When I was in college, I got sick all the time. So, I was always on antibiotics and birth control. But I very seldomly would take a Z-Pack. This particular time, I got sick and I had to take a Z-Pack, which is a very strong steroid, as well as I was taking an antibiotic for my tooth that was hurting, because I was trying to wait till the beginning of the year to get my second, not second step, but to get the second part of the root canal done, where they do the build up and all that stuff that costs the most money. So in the meantime, between time, I was on 2 types of antibiotics and birth control, and yeah, here I am today, 15 weeks pregnant. But yeah, okay. So I'm gonna talk about my symptoms. I had a lot of nausea in my very first week. I could barely keep anything down. I could barely eat anything. I wouldn't necessarily say I was throwing up or anything. It was more or less like I was just having this feeling like right in here, where it was like something was stuck or was gonna come up. So I just wouldn't eat, and the smell of everything just made me nauseous. Anything, like, it wouldn't matter what it was. It could be my favorite food. Like, the thought of McDonald's French fries made me sick to my stomach, and I hated it. Like, I hated ketchup for this time. Like, it was just so much going on that I just couldn't deal with, and I didn't like. I was sleepy and tired and exhausted. I kind of figured I was pregnant because I was literally going to work, coming home, going to sleep. Going to work, come home, going to sleep. And it didn't matter what I had to do the day before, the day after. Like, I was going to sleep, and I had classes to take care of, as well as I had stuff at work that needed to be done, and I just literally could not physically stay awake. And my boyfriend started noticing it. He thought I was sick. I just thought I was maybe had the flu or something, whatever. Not really thinking that I was pregnant. I was cranky, so I thought maybe my period was gonna come on, whatever. That didn't happen. Um, it was just so much going on that I didn't realize. I just attributed to PMS and being sick, and just probably from running too much. But really, it was because I was pregnant. So, I kind of get out of breath sometimes, but not as much as I thought I would be already. Um, Really, it's been a roller coaster ride for me emotionally, because, like I said, this was not planned, and I know it's a blessing, and totally know it's a blessing that God wouldn't put this on me unless this is something that He wanted to happen. Um, it took a lot. Like, it took a lot for my boyfriend to get on track, and it took a lot for me to get on track, as far as accepting that his feelings are gonna be different, because he's younger than I am. So he's still trying to experience things, and I'm already in my career. I'm already doing this, that, and I'm like, okay, well, you know what? I can take care of everything by myself, whatever, whatever. And then the second part of me is like, dang it, like, I still was having fun, being young and being stupid and all this stuff. So I don't know. But it kind of took some talking to my mom, talking to my pastor and his wife, which just so happened to be his mom and dad, and just really getting the encouragement from the people closest inside. My group of friends have been the absolute best because I told them before I told pretty much anybody, and they were just super supportive about whatever I decided to do, and I'm very thankful for them. I'm just thankful for, I mean, I know people are talking and they're going to talk regardless, but I'm just thankful for my family and for his family for being supportive for us and realizing that we made a mistake. Now it's time for us to make the most out of our mistake. So yeah, I just been really, really blessed in that situation. It kind of sucks because I'm away from my mom. She's 8 hours away, and I'm like, I think she want me, but it's good to be able to talk to her on the phone and we email throughout the day. So she's been a really great support system. Really, I did gain a lot of weight in the very first couple weeks, and I'm gonna equate that to me being tired and sleepy. And whenever that happens, I rarely eat anyways, and that's how I gain weight is by not eating. It is. I mean, it's not weird because that's how people gain weight anyways, is by not eating the proper nutrition, so your body doesn't have anything to give away when it does it. So, I really was just like, oh my gosh, I have gained so much weight, and I was like, why have I gained so much weight when everybody is saying like they haven't gained this much in this many weeks? So I had gained, and then when I went back to the doctor, I ended up finding out I was 5 pounds less than what I was my last doctor's appointment, which was pretty good. I know that's probably a lot of the nausea and not being able to really eat anything, but yeah. So my cravings that I was having during this time, I really didn't have too many cravings, but I was really, really, really loving sweets. Like if it was something sweet, I was trying to eat it or trying to get it in however way I could, and that's what I wanted at that time, and I had to have it. So that, and I think I asked my mom for some meatloaf. I asked for some roast and something else I was asking for, but people wouldn't cook it for me and making me mad, so I had to just start cooking it for myself. And that didn't go very far, so finally his mom made me some roast, and that was pretty cool. But yeah, so week 6 through 13 were, had its ups and downs, but overall it came out to be the best thing that um, really has ever happened to me. So I just wanted to share that little tidbit because it's hard when you're not married and you're raised in the church and something like this happens, because you really, especially if you've been born and raised in the church, you really have these feelings like, man, I failed everybody. Like, okay, yeah, I was partying, yeah, I was doing this, but this is living proof of what my actions get. So, I don't know, I just hope that young girls everywhere, because I'm not young, I'm 25. Like, I'm old enough to know right from wrong, but I still was enjoying my time. So, I hope young girls understand that when they do lay down with somebody, that it's important that you be mindful, because even though I'm 25, it was a mistake because I was taking care of my responsibilities as far as birth control, but I didn't take care of my responsibilities as knowing that, okay, taking birth control and this affects this, and having unprotected sex. And that's what happens when you have unprotected sex. Like, you can be protected with your birth control, but something else unexpected can happen. So if you can wait, I promise you it's worth the wait. Because once you start, it's kind of hard to tell the next person, no, you're not gonna do this, no, you're not gonna do that, and he was like, well, I know you did this with such and such. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all can wait, just wait. And that's my advice to my nieces, to the little girls at church. Like, if at all possible, when you think you're ready, wait some more, because I promise you, that person that you just head over heels with, 9 times out of 10 is not the one. So, um, I'm like 25 years in the game, and it's still like, wow, okay, what am I doing? What am I doing? You know, whatever. And it took a self-reflection to realize that this was the one. And I'm not trying to get married to him because of the baby. I'm not trying to do none of that. Really, I just want to make sure we have a happy home. So, that's my little rant or whatever for today. I'm not going to show a pic of my belly because it wouldn't fit in with um, this. But I do have some, I think some snapshots that I'll add to this. So, alright, see you guys later.